6 months later, after I started doTERRA, my daughter started having seizures out of the blue. There was no rhyme or reason. She was in kindergarten. She was just had one out of the blue that day, and that began a journey of about 2 years for us. First thing I did was change her diet. We stopped doing processed foods. That's when I think oils really became serious in my life, because up until that point, I was using it like a Band-Aid, right? It was my first aid kit. Oh, I got some indigestion. Let me put some Digestin on. And it worked. But that was when I really started adding the food, adding the diet, really started adapting a different lifestyle. Because like I said, I was going to culinary school. We slathered everything in butter and cheese, you know. And so not there's anything wrong with it, but we gotta, we gotta do a little bit better. So I can say the one of the best parts of that experience was when, I started calling folks. Okay, what do we need? Hope Clark, as I'm sure a lot of you guys know. Hope was one of the people who called and said, what do you need, Terry? And I said, I need an oil protocol for seizures because I don't know what this is about to be. She was 2 years on the medication because that was part of the protocol. But she needed to be 2 years without any sort of breakthrough seizure. And that was not easy. They tried several different medications. She gained 40 pounds in a month on the first medicine. Because the first medicine just made her want to eat constantly, which was a side effect that nobody told us about, right? And she was still having breakthrough seizures. They told me that she'll never drive. She'll never, you can never leave her in a room by herself. None of those things. Well, I want you to know that today she's 9 years seizure free, 7 years off the medication, almost 8. Like I said, I took her to her staff meeting this morning because she had to go to work, and we're in the process of beginning that whole driver's license and thing. So I can testify to the fact that these oils work. And I've been in sales. I was in sales at that point for years. I've got over 25 years in sales experience. My why back then used to be because I needed to keep my job. It was attached to my benefits and my salary. My why today is because I get the opportunity to not only take care of my family, but to help other people take care of theirs and ease suffering in the world. And that gives me purpose. And that's something, and I don't sell. I want us to get that out of our heads. We don't sell, we share.
Right.
We really do have the opportunity to share with people, to offer them a solution for what it is they do. So real quick, I want to know, when you hear the word salesman or sales, what comes to mind? How do you feel?
Pressure. I was going to say it's pushy.
Say again, I missed that. Pressure and what?
Somebody who is pushy.
Okay. All right. Yeah, nobody likes that. Pressure. Anything else? How do you feel in your body when you hear the word sales? What feeling do you get? You gave me pressure. What else?
I feel resistance.
Resistance from you or resistance from the other side, or both?
I would say a little bit of both, but more from myself.
Okay. That's fair. That's valid. Anything else?
The why. I'm on the why. Why? Yeah.
So so the why comes up, meaning what is it you're trying to get from me? You're trying to get something from me.
Exactly. Is yes.
Okay. I like that. So there's a fear that you'll be taken advantage of in some way. Yeah. Okay. Okay. I get it. These are all valid feelings, and trust and believe we all had them at the beginning. Like I said, one of the reasons I had to overcome mine were because I wasn't gonna have a job if I didn't, right? But in our doTERRA business, there's no boss. Nobody's coming to fire you if you don't grow your business, right? So tell me this. Have you ever, like, do you have a hairdresser that you go to, a nail tech, or a movie that you went to?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So when someone compliments you on your hair or your nails, or asks you, or you say, "Hey, I saw Black Panther," do you tell them where to go? Do you tell them, "Oh man, you got to go here"?
Yeah.
And
Yes.
and most of the time when you do that, do they go?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just sold them. Did you have an ulterior motive in
No.
telling them about that?
No.
No.
Why did you share? Why would you share those experiences with people? Give me some examples.
Good experience.
Good
Yeah.
experience.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I like it. Anything else?
Um, I think they, I think of two things. I think of, my excitement to share it. So like if it was a movie or something.
Uh-huh.
But also if they compliment and ask about it, I would share it.
Okay. Okay. That's awesome. All right. So in that moment, when you shared your excitement, when they asked, "Oh, yeah, this is what I do. This is how I do it." So let me ask another question. Are you using doTERRA products in your life on a daily basis? Do you have a routine?
Yes.
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 Yeah. Okay. So tell me, I told you some great things that happened in my life with doTERRA products. Do either one of you want to share a great experience that you've had with doTERRA? Or both? I don't care.
Well, okay. Just quick. I have two boys on the spectrum. So
Okay.
my youngest one will have meltdowns. And I don't know how old. He's a teenager now, so this is before he was teen. He had a meltdown out in public at a Target. And my sister did not know what to do. It was her first time experiencing that. So I pulled out lavender. It calmed him down, it relaxes him, and we go through the breathing technique. So I told others about that as well. So
I love that. I love that. So that's a beautiful experience to share. And how great does it make you feel as a mom to be empowered, right? That you've got an option when something like that happens for your child.
it feels good. And then he comes to me asking me what oils what he need, if his tummy hurt, his head hurt. He comes to me asking me for the oil. So I love it.
That's awesome. I love that. Nicole, did you have a story you want to share?
Trying to think, there's so many.
That's what happens after a while. Yeah.
Yeah, probably, I would say like through a combination of the oils and the supplements, personal ailments for me have completely stopped. So I would have to take like, Zyrtec every day.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't taken a Zyrtec probably like 5 years, 5 or 6
Wow.
years.
Wow,
And
that's awesome.
yeah, I used to have like, plantar fasciitis,
Mm-hmm.
also really painful. I've spent money going to, physical therapy for that. It's gone since
Isn't
I've
that
started
beautiful?
using, yeah.
I love that. That's awesome. Yeah, I used to take the little purple pill back in the day. It's so nice to not even have reflux anymore, right? Because these products heal us on a cellular level. So literally it repairs and fixes. I love that so much. So you have amazing stories, and you have obviously passion and testimony, and I love that. So I'm also, as a coach, I'm a holistic wellness coach, and as a coach, we do an exercise called reframing, right? So it helps us to take something that we view negatively and shift the energy about it so that we view it positively, right? So I just want us to take a few moments and let's reframe some of our sales info. So tell me about a positive sales experience. When you have a positive sales experience, what do you feel?
Happy.
Yeah.
Happy,
Excited.
Yeah,
excited.
they trust the oils as much as I do.
Okay. But even when you're out and about, right? If you go somewhere and and you've got a salesperson or a waiter or waitress who took care of you, what does that feel like?
I appreciate it.
Appreciation. Yes. Gratitude. Absolutely.
It feels safe for me.
Mhm.
I like that.
It's really important.
I like that. I love that. Okay. So I want you, in reframing, we make the assumption that every interaction has a positive intention.
Mhm. Yeah.
And one of the things that is really important that we do, especially in this world and as humans, we seem to gravitate towards the negative things.
Mhm.
So even a bad experience, I will sit sometimes and say, okay, what positive intention could have been here? And it really helps you to have compassion for people. It'll help you to really, it gives you the opportunity to pull back and have a higher viewpoint of the situation. Sometimes when we're in it, we can't always see it. And guys, please understand and know that I'm not perfect at it. I get annoyed with folks. They tick me off. I still get hot tempered, but I've learned to sit back and just say, okay, what's the positive intention here? I'll give you a prime example. Today, I'm doing a teacher appreciation event next week. I sent all the links. Please register. I got folks. Oh, there's no more space. Okay, I'll open up some more space because my intention is to serve as many people as I can, right? All I ask is that you follow simple instructions. Fill out, I created a Google form because there was no more spaces in Calendly. We were booked up. Fill out this form and please let me know what time your planning time is for the day so I can squeeze you into the schedule. I get an email back that said, first of all, you just filled out the form. Who are you? What? Okay. What time? Okay. I took some adaptive, I took some breaths. I replied and said, what time? Thank you so much for filling out the registration form. What time is your planning time? You know what the email came back today and said? The second block. Now I'm trying, Jesus. I'm trying to be a better me. Okay. So I was like, okay, all right, okay, yeah. First of all, for me, the New Yorker in me rises and says, first of all, this is free, okay? So could you just follow
Right.
simple instructions? For the love of God, you're an educator. You can't follow instructions? Well, maybe that's the reason why our education system is in the toilet. Maybe that's the reason why. Okay, but I can't say that, right? I can't say that. I can't say that. Okay. So I had to reframe. Maybe this poor teacher is so stressed out that she's not even present and she's just answering stuff and not fully reading what I'm asking for. So I replied and I said, thank you so much for getting back to me. I'm not familiar with what the second block is. Could you tell me what time that is? She responds, oh, sorry. Right. Because what that let me know was she's so caught up in what she's doing and she's probably right, they're getting to end of year testing, they're getting to, so she's the one I need to see, right? because she's the one who needs an aroma touch. She needs somebody to look at her and say, girl, it's going to be okay. Take a deep breath. Calm down. Let's relax. But if I don't stay in a positive headspace, she's about to get an email that says, I'm sorry, there are no more spots left. Because I don't want to be bothered, right? It's just that simple. So what I'm sharing with you, I use on a regular basis, and I have to pull myself back sometimes. Even after all these years being in sales, there's still those moments where I go, oh, I don't know if I should call, but here's the thing. Like I said, my why used to be, that's the only way to keep my job. Well, my why now is I want to retire on the beach one day. I want to be working on white sand with my laptop and and enrolling the cabana boy who comes by to help change his life. Okay?
I hear you. Yeah.
The why is so much bigger now.
Right.
And the ability that we have in front of us is huge. So let's reframe some of those things. I want you to do this with me real quick. Do me a favor and close your eyes. And I want you to give me a positive word to describe your ideal salesperson. Who is she? Okay, I'll go first. She's a woman of integrity.
Mm-hmm.
Who else is she? She's not pushy. She's
asking for y'all's input.
Yeah.
yeah, they're searching for it. It's all right. Just settle with it. It'll be okay.
What came to mind for me is, she's a woman who brings comfort and ease to the process.
Ooh, I like that. She brings comfort and ease to the process. Anything else?
She's, she's also a woman who, hears my needs.
Okay. She hears the needs of others. I like it. What else?
A salesperson who's positive and just very helpful and has patience too.
She's helpful. She's patient. I love all of these words. These are beautiful. Okay. So let me ask you a question. Stay there with your eyes closed. Are you a woman of integrity? Give me a yes. You say it. Yes.
Yeah.
Are you a woman who brings comfort and ease to a situation when you walk in the room?
Yes.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Are you a woman who hears the needs of others?
Oh, yeah. Yes.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Are you a woman who's helpful?
Yes.
Yes.
Are you a woman who's patient?
Yes.
And I can already tell, but are you a woman who's kind?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So does that resonate with you somewhere in your body?
Yeah.
That feel really good? Do you think moving forward that this is how you can show up in your doTERRA business? So when you feel resistance, you just listen out and hear the needs of others and bring comfort and ease to that situation. When you feel pressure, you take a deep breath and allow patience to come over you. And remember that I'm here to bring ease and comfort. And I'm a woman of integrity. I'm not here to bring harm or hurt. I want to see people thrive and be well. Do you think moving forward, that's the kind of salesperson you can be?
Oh,
Yes.
yes. Mhm.
Yeah. And so wouldn't it be easy to show up for yourself in your business if every day you sat down with that purpose?
That's true.
So does it make you feel excited now to move forward in your business rather than resistant or afraid or concerned?
Yeah.
It helps, yes. Mhm.
I love that. See, because everything that we do really comes down to what we believe. Our beliefs form our actions. And sometimes it's what we believe deep down inside that really pushes us um to behave. We kind of, it's a self-fulfilling prophecy because we believe something underneath that we're not really aware. They're called transparent beliefs. And then we go ahead and we go, well, see, nobody wants these oils anyway. But really what it is that we're not showing up in that authentic, wonderful way to offer somebody a solution.
Right.
So, do I have 5 more minutes, Monetta? Because my clock is about to go off.
Come on through 5 minutes.
So if at our core belief, we're walking around with salespeople are shady and they're unethical, of course we won't share with people because we don't want to be viewed that way. And first of all, as women, the biggest problem we all suffer from is that we want to be liked. We want everybody to like us. Truth of the matter is, everybody ain't gonna like you all the time, and you got to get okay with that. Because your people who are for you will find you and they will come to you. Trust and believe that. So with that being said, let's real quick talk about overcoming rejection and over and dealing with objections. Is that something we're hitting as well in our businesses?
Yeah.
Okay. So, first of all, when it comes to overcoming rejections, you're going to get them. I still got family members. I've been in this business 11 years. I still have family members who will not sign up. But the minute they got a headache or something don't feel good, or Terry, what you got for? Literally.
I got a link for you.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. And that's what I was going to say. That's the space that I had to shift in. Stop giving away these oils for free. You pay for them. And people pay for what they want and what they need. Okay? They're walking around in the baddest sneakers but they won't do what they need to do to take care of their health and well-being. Okay? So, and when people say, "Oh, these are expensive," break it down for them. Take that bottle. Adaptive is one of my favorites. Adaptive is $44 for 250 drops. That is 18 cents a drop. And if they want some, start going, well, cash at me $2 and I will give you 10 drops. You know what I'm saying? Like, make it valuable.
Right.
Some people don't understand the education. They don't understand the science. They don't get all of that. So if that's the case and they won't sign up, okay, cool. You know what? Give me $5. I'll make you a rollerball. At least cover the cost of your oil and your rollerball supply. But stop giving stuff away. You get one sample in my world now. Matter of fact, I have a cousin recently who has been to reclaim events with me. She's done all kinds of stuff, still hasn't gotten an account. I gave her, out of the goodness of my heart, and only because the Lord told me to, 7 days of Lifelong Vitality Pack. I took it out of my bottles. I put them in Ziploc bags and I said, and actually I gave her the half dose because I gave her 2 of each one, but I gave her 7 days worth, right? Because people who are not on these products, 7 days is all they need to know if it works, because trust and believe, the minute an oil hits a body, the minute that it changes. So I gave her a supply and she called me And I called her 2 days later and said, cuz, did you take your vitamins? No, cuz I haven't taken them yet. Don't repossess them, because she knows me. And she's in South Carolina. She's about an hour away from me. And I said, girl, you know, it ain't nothing but a car ride. I will be on your front step. Because I gave you what I gave you, number one, out of love, because I love you. And I know you need this in your life. And I know you are she's one of them, you know, show me people. I know you need to see it. So lo and behold, she started taking those vitamins. She called me 2 days later and said, okay, I need these. I need these for focus. I need this. Oh my goodness. And see, she's one of those people, she's got a beautiful figure. So she don't need to lose weight. She don't, you know what I mean? So she doesn't have any real chronic health issues. So she felt like, I don't need this. This ain't for me. Okay. But what is she? She's over 60 and she's postmenopausal. So yeah, she needs all of this, right?
Right.
So she knows though. So then afterwards, she said, she called me. She was going to Dubai. She says, when I get back from Dubai, I'm gonna place my order. She still hasn't placed the order yet, but I'm gonna get her this month. Listen, stop playing. But then after that, she got the link, because she knows if she wants another 7-day supply, she can get it, but it's gonna cost her. When you place a value on things, other people in your life will place a value as well. And they will see that you're serious. They will see what this means to you. I listen to you guys tell your stories and I see the passion. Let everybody else see that too. And don't worry about if they don't like it, if they don't listen. My greatest story, I was going to tell you one of my rejection stories, but Delmar's is so much better. Delmar, when she started, she's from Honduras. And when she first started her doTERRA business, she went to her best friend and took all these oil samples. And she was just so convinced that her best friend, of course, was going to ride with her, right? We all want our best friend to do this with us. Her best friend looked at her and said, ugh, these stink. And you stink with all these oils. I don't like this. And I love to hear her tell the story because her accent is so great and beautiful. And
Yeah.
and you hear me imitate it because I adore it. But she said she was hurt. She was rejected. She was, right? So she went to her car and she was like, oh, okay. And she went to the car and she says she cried. She just boo-hooed and cried. And then after a few minutes, she says, Delmar, what's the mission? What's the goal? And for her, the goal was to be able to do doTERRA full time, to take care of her family, to retire her husband. She had goals. So she pulled herself together. She went back to the friend's front door, knocked on it and said, hey, listen, thank you so much for letting me know that you don't want these oils, but I'm building the life of my dreams. And so do you know somebody who might want them? And her friend said, yeah, my she loves this stuff. She's weird. She's crazy. Delmar said, great. Would you give her the samples that I gave to you, and give her my number so I can call her and give me her number so I can call her in a couple of days and follow up? The sister became one of her biggest builders. And Delmar's a blue diamond today.
She's presidential now, girl.
Oh, excuse me. And I forget, Monetta, was that the 100,000 a month residual?
Yes.
Yeah. A month, not a year. So when I heard her say that, she spoke at a team call that I was on. And when I heard her say that, it really opened my eyes, because I said, she didn't choose to be offended, right? The root of rejection is offense. So we can choose it and let it stop us from moving forward. Or we can say, listen, thanks so much for letting me know that, but I'm building the life of my dreams. And do you know somebody? You got a sister, a cousin, a nephew, who, because people will connect you with their quote unquote weird family members, right? Be the weird oil lady. It's okay. Get okay with being uncomfortable. There's going to be a lot of things about this business that you will feel discomfort about. Maybe it'll be speaking in front of people. Maybe it'll be whatever it is. Get comfortable being uncomfortable. Because if you are willing to sit in that discomfort look at it and say, why am I uncomfortable? Okay, what do I need to do to move forward? Can I move forward even though I'm uncomfortable? If you can get into those spaces, talk to yourself and say, okay, what's the dream? What's the goal? What's the vision? And if you don't have one, then I want you to sit down and get one. Because the tools that you have in front of you give you the ability to change your life.
Mhm.
We're not talking about just enough. I heard Steve Harvey talk about, we got to stop praying those just enough prayers.
Yeah, yeah.
God, if you could just give me enough money to pay the rent this month, if you could just give me enough. Meanwhile, people are living abundant lives all around us, and we scraping coins together. Why? Because we don't think right, and we need to up the ask. So when I go out the door, I say, okay, God, I'm pushing for Premier this month. That's $2 more thousand in volume. I'm sorry, that's $3 more thousand in volume than
Right.
I've got right now, because I've just hit executive these last 2 months. So who do I need to, who are you going to send me? Who are you going to connect me with? Well, you know what happened? I'm I'm doing 3 teacher appreciation events this month.
Awesome.
One of them's in Georgia. And then this same cousin who took the 7 days worth of vitamins and still hasn't bought her thing yet. Well, she works with parents and educators. She hooked me up. I'm going to go do a talk in June. They had a budget. I'm doing wellness bags. And then after at first it started out, will you do the wellness bags? Then it was, well, will you come back and teach and train? I'm going to train everybody in the room, all the parents, how to do the aroma touch hand technique. Well, guess what? They added a speaker fee for that. I'm getting almost $1,000 to do what I love to do.
Love
Wow.
it.
And I want you to know, I've never done this before. Because I was in that mindset of, oh, well, people can't afford it. People pay Iyanla Van Zant $3,500 to spend a weekend with her. And they're not even spending a weekend with her. They're spending it with 15,000 other people. Okay. It's $100 just to do one of her virtual meetings, because she's figured out, oh, I don't have to travel all over the country. I can stay in my house and still, guess what? You have the same ability.
Yep.
You are no different. They are no better. They have just worked through the stuff that stopped them from asking, that stopped them from standing in the way. So I hope that you will take all of this great stuff. When someone gives you an objection, be that salesperson that hears their need. What is it that they're really saying? They're not rejecting you. What is it that they're really saying? When I talk with people and the first thing they talk about is, oof, that's expensive. Well, you don't have to get it all at once. Give me a budget. What do you want to spend today? Because why? That leads them down a road of LRP. Okay. Let them make a wish list. They want this and they want this and they want this, but the wallet only has this much in it. Cool. Well, let's pick these top 3 to address these top 3 concerns right now. What's most pressing out of your concerns? Let's start with these 3. Then next month we'll add some more. That will build your business. That's you hearing people where they are, meeting them where they are. As they come on board and these products begin to get in their system, they'll find a way. Trust me when I tell you, because I found a way. I didn't always have a steady LRP. I didn't always, but guess what? Right now, it don't matter. We could be sitting here in the dark, no internet, but there's going to be some lifelong vitality pack. Y'all need internet, go to the library, but I'm going to get some lifelong vitality pack and shoot, because it's literally keeping me alive. I'm watching my 75-year-old mother literally have a second rejuvenation in her life, where most of her counterparts are getting older and slacking off. My mom is jumping in. In fact, she's going with me to the teacher appreciation. She's building this business with me.
I love it.
So it's doable. It's possible. I want you to get a hold of the vision, because if you get a hold of the vision, nothing will stand in your way. People can tell you you stink. They can tell you you're crazy. I'll be all of that. Because when I'm on the beach,
Mhm.
changing the Cabana Boy's life, and you still figuring out how to pay the mortgage over here, I'll be here. Don't close them off. Hold a space for them, but don't let them stand in your way.
That's
Get
good.
real clear about why and what. So if you don't have the doTERRA business building guide, get it.
Mhm.
It's $10. You can add it to your next LRP. Or they do have the PDF if you want to download it and print it off for free. It's a lot of pages. And I decided to do the book only because it's kind of like my journal now of, where I was, where I'm going. But I recommend page 25 and 26. Start there. That is managing the message.
Target your message.
Target the message. Thank you, Monetta. Start there, because that'll help you get your why. And then the other thing I want to show you, and then I'm going to shut up and leave y'all alone because I went over time, but I thank you and I appreciate you so much. Gotta sign in. Move out the way, me. I had it, but it timed me out because I talked too long. So there is a doTERRA sales guide. Under business, empowered success training. And scroll down, click the empowered success guides and get the sales one. First of all, they've got all the videos here of folks that are diamonds and presidential diamonds. But this sales guide is really cool. Learn to sell the doTERRA way. Embrace sales. Sales essentials. Master the fundamentals of success. The doTERRA sales cycle. Connect authentically. Invite to a class. Introduce the need for solutions. Educate doTERRA products. Close with confidence. Enroll. Answer objections. It's all there for you. Gather referrals, follow up, and unlock the potential and track your progress. Because it's all right here in front of us. We didn't have these kind of tools when I started with doTERRA. We had 10 oils and they were like, here you go, figure it out, work it out. But they've given us so much training, so much. And just decide, guys, when you make the decision that this is the life I want to live. How many other moms are waiting for you to come help them manage meltdowns? How many people? And what you've got to understand is that the folks that are meant for you, I will never get next to. Monetta will never be able to touch because they're meant for you.
Mhm.
The one thing that we talk about all the time, right, is what you're calling, what's your purpose? God has literally dropped a purpose and a calling in your lap. And it can change the whole. Think about the fact that not on top of that, this business is willable. So you build business to leave a legacy for those children.
Yes.
Because when you're gone, what happens? And we don't talk about that enough. We don't go into that space. But what does life look like without you?
Mhm.
Oh, if there was a residual $100,000 a month coming,
Right. That part right there.
Yeah.
That never stops.
that never stops, even after you're gone. Because we have a company that is full of so much integrity, they'll make sure. And I know, maybe money's not the motivator, and it doesn't have to be. It's not, for me, it's not. The money is the awesome byproduct. When I get a check, I go, oh, the first time I got my power of 3, I was dancing on the ceiling. And everybody was like, you're that excited about $50? Yes, because do you know how much money I've spent on oils and supplements to finally get one back? Oh, and think about it this way. If you get that first power of 3 bonus, most of us are spending at least 100, $125. You're halfway there. You only got to spend 50 or 75 for the month. Come on. That
Mhm.
even that little bit makes a difference. And I'm telling you, when you get that first power of 3, you just go, oh, I can do this again. Oh, yeah, let's do it again. It's amazing. It's amazing. So if you ever need help, Monetta will tell you, you guys can reach out to me. I answer questions. I help. I because we're all on the same team. We're on Team doTERRA.
Mhm.
And I would, have you guys been to convention?
No, I haven't.
Okay. Well, tickets go on sale May
Okay.
8th.
I saw it. I saw
It will change your life.
It will change your life, because to be in an arena full of like-minded people with the same vibration, you'll never be the same again. Never, ever.
Well, thank you so much, Terry. We appreciate
Thank you. I'm sorry I've talked too much.